Hello again everybody, back with another video. This time I thought I would look at this marvellous scheme the UK government has to keep us all in the UK safe by sending out emergency alerts with very alarming tone to people's phones. It's called the Emergency Alert System, and there is a video and I'll show you all about it, but I thought I'd look at it in a different kind of way. I mean, it's very Orwellian, isn't it, that in a country pretty safe where not a lot ever happens weather-wise or anything like that, but we all suddenly need an emergency alert system. So let's just take a little look at some of the code. So we've got here, the time is set for the UK Emergency Alerts test. And this is going to be 3 p.m. on Sunday, the 23rd of April. So there's 3 p.m. If we look at 3 and we look at p.m. in full reduction or Pythagorean, it's 11. So we've actually got 3:11 here for 3:11s for 33. It happens to be St George's Day, April the 23rd, so they've chosen that obviously for a reason, but St George's Day happens to be 48 in Chaldean, and if you spell out 666, that gives you 48 in Pythagorean, so you could argue there's some 666 code here in St George's Day. Now if we look at the 23rd of April, it happens to be day 113, so we've got the reverse of what I showed you before. We've got 11 threes for 33, and we've got 252 days remaining. Now that could be 2 sevens, I suppose, for 7/7, but there is something that links to that, as we'll see later. So this is children's BBC. So obviously indoctrinating the children into this emergency alert system that everybody voted for and everybody wants, of course, to keep us safe. Yeah, we heard those words before about keeping us safe, and they've done that for the last 3 years, haven't they, around that certain beer bug that they invented. And just look at what emergency alert system comes to. It comes to, in English ordinal, 252. And where did we see that? On the day of the test, which is a 33 day, there's 252 days remaining. Just a coincidence, of course, yeah. I'm just a stupid tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist. So let's take a look at this UK government promotional video about this wonderful system that's going to keep us very, very safe. So let's take a look at this, and I will make a few comments as we go through.
You won't always be aware of dangers as they happen. That's why there's now a way to warn you when there's a danger to your life, health or property in the area you're located.
Now I've been around many decades now and never felt I needed anything like this, but they want to keep us safe. But take a good look at that top left image. What do you think that is? Just happens to be something that looks a bit like a virus, do you think? Imagine them having this. They could have said in Convid, they could have said, oh, time to vacate the pub. It's 10 o'clock now, guys, 10 p.m. and the virus is about to come in and get you. So leave, leave, leave. It's an emergency, and so on. But you can just imagine what they could use this for, couldn't you, looking at that?
An emergency alert sends an urgent and distinctive siren-like sound to your mobile phone. It looks like this and sounds like this, appearing on your screen until you acknowledge it.
Now I believe that's the kind of sound the phone makes if you kind of accidentally instigate the emergency phone call on it. It's quite an alarming sound. Can you imagine people driving down the motorway in lorries and cars and everybody's phone does that at the same time? The mayhem that would cause. And will it be going off on, air traffic controllers, mobiles, and God knows what? But this is to keep you safe. And of course, it won't interact with your phone. It clearly does, because you've got to acknowledge the bloody thing. So isn't that just feeding acknowledgements back to a central location?
If you receive an emergency alert, you should stop what you're doing. Read the alert if it's safe to do so, and do what it says.
So just do what it says, guys. And did you notice the car in the top right indicated and pulled over? Does that mean everybody's supposed to just pull over whichever road they're on, wherever they are, and read the message? It does say when it's safe to do so, but can you imagine somebody pulling across 4 lanes of road on a smart motorway where there's no hard shoulder to pull up to read that bloody stupid message? My God, this is crazy.
Emergency alerts are trusted. They will only ever be sent by the emergency services or the government. They send the same message to all compatible phones within an area of risk, so they don't use your phone number, collect data, or track your movements. You don't need to register or download an app, and they're completely free to receive. The technology has already been used successfully in many other countries, helping to save lives from floods, acts of terrorism, and fires. In future, emergency alerts could help save lives from threats in the UK. Please make sure you keep your device software up to date so that in the unlikely event you need to receive one, you're ready to act. All emergency alerts will also be listed on gov.uk/alerts, so you can easily check that it's genuine. Emergency alerts, our way to warn you when lives are in danger.
You can trust it because it's from the government. And if you've followed me on my channel, you would probably know they are the last people in the world I would trust, because it's not coming from your government, not the one that you see, all the puppets. It comes from a central power, of course. And I mentioned their code right at the start, and this is full of it. There's no stopping this. Is there really? I'm assuming I've deactivated mine. I wouldn't encourage people to do it because I want to keep people safe, of course. But how long will it be before they disable the ability to be able to disable these alerts? And my recent software update actually changed my system from not doing automatic updates to automatic updates, and it's desperate to update to the next iOS version for some reason. Now, will that stop you being able to deactivate this? This thing is, well, to me, it's a nightmare, but to the mask-wearing, needle-loving, distance-loving people that enjoyed being kept safe from their government over the last 3 years, they'll probably welcome it. And CBBC, as I showed you before, is trying to get kids indoctrinated into it. Just the slippery slope to 1984. But you can see from the code, there's no coincidence with any of that. It's clear who is behind all this. So that's all I'm going to say for now. For those of you that want to enjoy a system like this, enjoy it, and please enjoy the safety and wellness feelings that it gives you. So that's all from me for now. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and goodbye.